was working on power generation systems for the US Navy through government contractors. And at the time, I was looking for a way to improve the survivability of the crew of mini-sub, which were Navy SEALs. And the thinking was that instead of having them to rely on caffeine and amphetamines, maybe we could find a way to increase fat burning and have that as a source of energy and do that using light. So it took me several years to figure out how to do that, and the result was the LifeWave patch technology. So what makes LifeWave different than traditional low-level light therapy or a traditional patch delivery system is that this is a passive device, and it's composed of organic crystals that are manufactured to be at the nanoscale, and they're activated by the infrared heat that's coming off the human body. And in many ways, the patch acts like an optical filter and will reflect specific wavelengths of light in the infrared and the visible spectra to trigger a very specific metabolic change in our cells. So for example, some of the wavelengths that you might be familiar with would be 850 nanometer and 630 nanometer, 660 nanometer light. And this, of course, is going to upregulate mitochondrial function, increase beta oxidation, and increase the body's reservoirs of ATP. And that was essentially our first product, modulating the light that comes off the body for increasing beta oxidation and increasing the amount of energy that's available to our cells. We also were able to take this technology and develop better ways to improve the quality of sleep. Very, very rapid non-drug pain relief. And in around 2006, began research on how to use light to selectively increase expression of genes for elevating production of different peptides. The first one was glutathione, the second one was carnosine, and then after about 10 years of work, we were successful at developing a product for elevating GHKCU, copper peptide. And copper peptide is of extraordinary value.